Hey guys, this is just a little rant that I've come up with on popularity. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you can relate to what I'm saying. But let's get it kicked off. Popularity is something that's so immature, like so childlike, yet people, even at this age, still try and become popular. Try and become popular with everyone, not just the people that they care about or people that care about them, but people that don't even associate to. They just want to be liked on a global level, yet they don't understand the implications it has on their individuality. When you want to be popular, it's because you're hanging out with the wrong people, you're hanging out with the wrong crowd, and the wrong crowd can have huge impacts on who you are. If you're hanging out with people that you think you don't deserve to hang out with, don't deserve, by the way, that's not true at all. But if you feel that you're like thrown into the deep end almost with the people you're hanging out with, and you want to become popular for whatever reason, then maybe you're hanging out with the wrong people. Maybe they're not appreciating who you are. Maybe they're too focused on being liked by everyone else that they don't realise what impact it's having on you. Don't change who you are just because you're liked by everyone else. Be who you are because you want to be who you are. You want to be liked for who you are. Don't think that being popular means you're a better person than anyone else, because trust me, it does not. It just makes you look an ugly person. It makes you look like greedy almost. Because there's a few popular people that are only liked by other popular people, and I talk about it like I'm almost 14 because it's such a kindergarten thing to talk about. But I know there's people out there that are suffering from popularity, people that are suffering from the people that are popular, like people that are accepted, people that schools just below almost. Like, to become popular, you try to pin down, and it's almost like bullying. But because it's a popular person, it's okay. But popular people will try and push down other people. They want to become like the most liked person ever. But in that, there is some insecurity. There's insecurity in there. And to those people that think they need to be popular, need to be liked by everyone, I just say one thing: you're insecure. And you may not realise it. You may not even realise it. But the fact you're trying to be liked by everyone, you're thinking about what you're saying before you say it, just in case someone else doesn't agree with you, and they might cause a kerfuffle and you might lose some popularity points. Why are you even thinking like that? Like, seriously, you need to just get out of this mindset of being liked by everyone means that you're a good person, because trust me, it does not. There's so many people that don't like other people, yet how can the people have friends? It's ridiculous that people think they need to be liked by a large amount of people. Just think about it. What's more important, being liked by a few people that really care about you, or people that just like what you say and like what you do? But when it comes down to it, they're not there for you, because you don't realise until it happens. They don't give two shits. They just think you're funny. They think you're cool. But in the real world, you're just a fool. You're just some moron that's just going around trying to be liked. And it's a shame. You need to understand that you, as a person, as an individual, you are likeable. And that comes back to the point of being in the wrong crowd. If you're not appreciated for being who you are, down to the bone, then you're not with the people that appreciate you. And you just need to wait for the right people to come along and realise that you are a good person. And of course, when I say a good person, be who you are. If you're breaking laws and stuff, then don't think what I'm saying stands for you, because a good person should follow laws. Obviously, that's some sort of nurture there, but it's kind of basic. But there are insecurities in trying to be popular. You're trying to hide something. Maybe you're spotty, maybe you're a bit overweight, something like that. Don't come down to it, and don't try and think that by being liked by more people and people liking what you're doing or saying to other people to make them feel a bit more worthless means that you're any better person than the person you're saying it to, because that's ridiculous, and that's how bullying comes across. It's almost like people desire to be popular as well. How can you desire to be such an arsehole? Desiring to be someone that you're not is ridiculous and quite frankly stupid. If you believe in God, then you'll understand that you were created by God to be who you are. So why would you change that? And maybe you might think that God's trying to make you change that. Well, then that's ridiculous, because why would God make you like that in the first place? Now, I don't want to bring it down to religion, I don't want to bring it down to things like that, but what I'm saying is true. Don't try and be someone else, because there will be one other person like that somewhere else that you're trying to be. You're not being who you are, you're being, I don't know, Sam George or whatever. You're being someone else that isn't you, and it isn't attractive, and it's not how your parents would have brought you up to be like. Be who you are. Be true to yourself. If you go home and you act like a different person around other people, then why are you putting up this front? Ask yourself that question. What is it? Because it's ridiculous. and quite frankly stupid to even consider being someone else around different people. There's people I've known in the past that would act so different around me in a one-to-one situation, but when they're in a crowd, they'll act completely different. And quite frankly, they're the people that I've cut off. They're the people that I don't want to be surrounded by because they bring out the worst in me. And they always make me feel like I need to act different around them when I'm in a certain situation. I'm going to be true to who I am. Of course, I get people that dislike me, but I hope they dislike who I am rather than why I'm being who I am. Because people can't slate you for being confident in who you are. Because in 20 years' time, all of this will not matter, and you'll look back, and when your son says, I'm being picked on at school, maybe, just maybe, what your son's going through will be what you inflicted on someone else. But you try to assert your dominance, and quite frankly, it's disgusting and quite rude. And hopefully in like 20 years' time, you will recognise that it was wrong. But in 20 years' time, that person will still be like, still have the memories of what you did. So, and when you become like popular, you think it's like okay to start fighting and start being this big man, like, oh, you can't touch me. Oh, am I wrong? Am I? Yes, have a fight then. It's ridiculous. The amount of fights that have come out of nowhere because someone stands up to a bully. Don't think that that person's wrong. Stand up to bullies. It's been literally in like our education system for ages. They've always said stand up to bullies. Always, if you see anything going on, then just intervene with a bully. Then why is it different to a popularity thing? If someone's making a joke out of someone else in the popularity scheme, whatever, why is it wrong? If someone says, "Oh yeah, look at his like green trousers," it's like, well, if you like wearing green trousers, then you might not agree with that, but just leave off. Don't be this horrible person. Don't become a bully because you want to be popular with a large audience and you don't recognise what you're doing. And, you know, to people that think they've got insecurities and they want to be popular, be selfless. No, don't be selfless. That's the problem with people that are trying to be popular. They're so selfish and they just get poked by so many people. They mould into something else. And society is the education system, and it's children that mould other children to become something they're not. Be selfish. Be you. And if you have a problem, don't bury it. Don't keep your insecurities down because it will literally eat you alive. You need to see them now. See through that you fix what's going on in your head up there. Or just talk to someone, because obviously it might be a bit more difficult to do it on your own. But God, don't take it out on someone else. Don't take out your problems on someone else. Don't change who you are because you think that's the best way to deal with things. Trust me, that's the worst way you can deal with anything. And does it honestly make you feel good that you're dealing with your problems by giving someone else a problem? It's not. It's horrible. It's a horrible way to act. And if you feel you need to impress people around you, then you're around the wrong crowd. And that's all there is to it. Popularity is a disgusting thing, and if you're popular because you're yourself and you don't inflict any sort of pain on other people and you're just yourself, then fair play to you. I admire you for that. I admire that your personality and you as yourself is a popular figure. But also all those other people that are just wading in the wind, trying to be popular and become this horrible person because of it, then just think about what you're doing to other people.